The last problem we want to solve is that these olive kinds appear abbreviated. This is because we have defined a dictionary of abbreviations, and we have specified that the olive kind requires is-in-set olive kinds. And so this essentially displays in a form the full string, but puts in the database just the abbreviation. A grid, however, per se just displays what is in the database. So that's why we see it here in this abbreviated form. And what we have to do is define in the grid a representation function that will look up the key in that small dictionary and return the full string. And in order to do that, we proceed as follows. We go into the controllers, and the first thing we do is that we need to import the dictionary. So from models import olive kinds, so that we have it available, without having to redefine it, obviously. And once we obtain the grid, we need to essentially patch its definition in the following way. Grid.formatters. So this is a series of formatters that are indexed by the table name and the field name, on which we can specify how to format, so how to essentially render any value that comes out of the database. So I create a dictionary, and here I put olives.olivekind. This is essentially the table name, a dot, and then the field name. Okay. And for this, I define a formatter, which is a function that takes the database value and produces the display value. So I define it simply as a lambda function that takes the database value and returns olivekinds.get of the value. Okay, so it looks up the database value in this dictionary and returns the full string. So if I do this, I restart, of course. And now, here, if I reload, I will see the full name. And so this essentially tells you how you can customize the rendering of any field you want. You use this formatters attribute of the grid, and you specify a dictionary that maps from a table.fieldName to a function of your choice that renders the value.